the Muny in Forest Park.
So does anyone have any questions for, oh, we do, okay. Well, she was first and then we'll go second. Yes?
Given the dual practice and performance that you do, during the Muny season, when do you sleep and do you hibernate in the winter?
The question is, for those who may not have heard it, is given, very good question, given everything Jason does with both rehearsals and running the show at night, when during the Muny season does he sleep, and then does he hibernate during the winter?
Yes, I hibernate during the winter, and it is rough, and that is why I don't attend all of the afternoon rehearsals. That's why I have an assistant who does that, you know, because I need to be fresh for the show at night. The weekends are the hardest. You know, the weekends are certainly long nights. This is my 15th season out here, so I've sort of gotten into the swing of things. But certainly that Saturday night to literally be, you know, working from doing the show, then doing a rehearsal, and then on Sunday we have some other rehearsals that take place that I do need to attend. So from Saturday to the Monday night, to the finish of Monday night performance is tiring. You know, and Tuesday I just kind of become a hermit and
you get yourself in marathon shape. Yeah. Like literally, I find myself in May. I mean, it's my second year, but I learned it. Your body chemistry almost starts changing. You have to go to a different. And you know, if it was a week or two more than this, I don't know how we would all do it. I mean, and it's not just it's everyone on the lot. I mean, the crew are doing this too. They're building all day, running at night, and then these midnights and everything. It's part of what we do, but you sort of learn when to pull back. And there's certain moments on the lot, like there'll be an hour or two where suddenly you realize everyone's hibernating. Like, the
funny thing about that question, though, is it's also in this. It's my parents are not theater people. My father's a civil engineer. My mom raised myself and my two sisters. But for people not in the theater community, you people are all very used to that very structured, you know, 9-to-5 job. And theater, even not in the Muny, is always crazy hours. You know, Broadway, especially, it's a commercial theater on Broadway, and you know, if that show's not in performances, nobody's making any money. So the rehearsal process on Broadway is very condensed. It's very long hours. You know, there's a number of shows where you're in the theater from 8 in the morning till midnight, 7 days a week. And so there is always that rough period of, we just need to get this show open. And the Muny, in that way, is no different.
It's interesting. It can be literally physically disorienting. Like when I'm out of town with a musical, like a Broadway musical, I've woken up in hotel rooms in cities and been like, where am I? What day is it? And people, you have this here. You'll be walking. I had the oddest thing today because I got to 3 o'clock and we're on a very sort of, it's a factory. And I went, I have 2 hours clear. I never have 2 hours clear on a Wednesday. What is wrong? What is wrong? And I grabbed the 2 hours to go just like do life stuff, the whole time expecting the phone to ring saying, where are you? You're supposed to be in this meeting. I would apologize and come back. But then Mary Poppins is off schedule because we're doing those additional, so that whole thing doesn't, usually on Wednesday afternoons we have a huge production meeting for the next show. It's actually on Saturday, and it took me like an hour into my time off to go, oh wait, it's completely disoriented. Okay, you had a question.
Yeah, how many of those mics do you have and are they expensive?
How many of the mics do we have and are they expensive? I can tell you the last part is yes. You can do the first part.
Again, so we have, in this show we're using 30 of these. We have more than 30 in our stock because, you know, occasionally things do fail. The transmitters, you know, they're like any piece of electronic equipment. You know, the reality is it's not if equipment's going to fail, it's when it will. It's a rough environment, it's hot, so we do have spares. The microphones are expensive, and unfortunately, the sad thing with the microphones is that this part, the microphone itself, is what's called a perishable item. When it breaks, you can't repair it. It just goes in the garbage can. So that, in terms of the scope of one of the most expensive things is the microphones, and the fact that when one sweats out or if the wire breaks, you know, it's a somewhat delicate wire. When that breaks, you're just out. You now have a broken microphone.